What's going on, guys? It is Sparks here, and I am gonna play Max Payne 3. I've gotten a bunch of requests to play Max Payne 3. I've given you guys plenty of multiplayer. I think I already have like 4, maybe 3 videos, maybe 2, I'm not sure. So I've done a couple of Max Payne videos, and someone asked me, you know what? Maybe you should start doing some Max Payne campaign. So that's what I'm about to do for you today, except I fucked up this video by leaving my controller across the room. So I will be right back. Alright guys, well I'm back, and we are going to start playing Max Payne 3. So I'm going to select my hard drive here. And I've already been playing Max Payne 3 on like a hard setting, but for the purpose of this gameplay and for this walkthrough, or let's play shall I call it, I think I'm going to play on easy, because currently on hard I die a crap ton, and I don't want to go through the hassle of editing video all the time, and just editing out all the multitudes upon multitudes upon multitudes of times that I die. So yeah, so let's get started. So as you guys can see in the background there, it basically represents how far I am in the actual campaign. So if I were to continue from where I was, I'd be in this level where it's like really rainy and you're on like a beach or whatever. So I'm just gonna start a new game, and we're gonna go to easy. So you know what? Let's go to soft lock. Soft lock is better. And no, we don't want our inverted look on, because nobody does inverted anymore. Yeah, that really sucks if you play on inverted. You need to learn how to not play on inverted, because inverted sucks. So yeah, here's the beginning of the game. Max just briefly gives you an insight into what he's doing in his life lately. So
just gonna get settled in.
So yeah, currently Max is living in Brazil.
Yes, absolutely.
And throughout the story, he goes to tell you what he's doing now that he's in Brazil. He's not a police officer or a detective. He's now sort of a bodyguard, and he also will go on to tell us how he ended up coming to Brazil. He didn't just one day decide, you know what, I'm going to come to Brazil. So there is a nostalgia aspect to the game, which I really like. It brings you back to the New Jersey setting, and you get to play around for like, I think, a level or two. So it's pretty awesome. I'll let you guys listen or watch this, and I'll be back in a second.
Definitely more my style than Panama, or Hoboken, I guess. No, if I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. You're right, it wasn't doing me any favors. Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited, really. I really needed a new start.
So, another thing to note is, in this game, Max is an alcoholic. I think he's always been an alcoholic. I can't recall the first 2 games anymore. It's been, what, I think over 10 years now since those 2 games have even been released. So, yeah.
It's my new life, just like you said.
I would skip this part, but I don't want to ruin it for you guys, and I think you guys would really enjoy the whole,
apart from the weight,
the whole thing.
Funny, ha ha. Yes, that is a fake laugh, you jerk.
One thing I gotta note for sure is this is probably one of the longest intros I've ever had to go through in a game, ever. And it sucks to have to always go through all that stuff again and again and again. Like when you first turn on the game, just getting into the main menu is like a little scene all on its own. So yeah, if you guys ever pick up the game, you'll know what I mean. I gotta give it to Rockstar though. They have a great they've done a great job on telling a great story and bringing back Max Payne in full force and showing you that he's still a fucking badass and he will screw you up.
So I guess I've become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death. And I realized
He's missing an
they were
arm.
correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
So this is chapter 1. This is the first small scene before you start actually playing the
I'd
game.
arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail.
During, if I'm right,
kind
the
of
first
people
half
who
of the
need
game,
protection
Max
in a
has
town
hair,
like this.
and then
What kind of town
at
was
some
this?
point he
One
shaves
where
it
I didn't
off,
speak the
and
language
you'll
and
get
they
to
didn't
see
water
that
down
later.
their drinks. So for now, we seem to get along just
So for this
fine.
entire Let's Play,
Of
I'm
course,
just gonna
that
play
was
and
about
play.
to
I'm never
change.
gonna just keep doing an intro like, "Hey guys, what's up?" No, I'm actually just gonna continue playing and posting videos, and then once I do, I'll do it in sessions. So let's say sit down and play for 4 hours, record all 4 hours, upload all 4 hours. Not at once, obviously. I'll cut it down. And then once I start and sit down and play Max Payne again, I'll introduce where we are, what we're doing next, just in case you guys forgot, and I'll play another 4 hours or so or whatever. I'm just giving 4 hours as a a filler. I don't know how long I'll play.
Hey, listen, man. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs, and something rotten in the air.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs.
So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him, he's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big end cop, anti-gang sort of thing.
One thing I like is how the voice acting in this game is phenomenal. I love it. It seems like they've chosen, I don't know, sort of the right feel and right tone of voice for a lot of the actual characters in the game. So, especially with Max and his buddy here, I forget his name, is Peso or Paso or we'll figure it out sooner or later.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her
Also,
good
being is that
fortune.
I am Portuguese,
They got along as well as
there is a
any
lot
rich
to this
workaholic
game
in
that
the
I really
area and
enjoy
wife tend to
because
get along.
being
They
that it
mostly
takes place in
ignored each
Brazil,
other.
they use
She
a lot
spent
of the
time
Portuguese
with his
language,
cokehead younger brother,
and
Marcello.
it's
He was a
really
good
great
time
to
guy if
hear
your idea of
a
good
different
time was
language in
an
video
expensive
games other
soup,
than
a bottle of
English.
champagne, and nothing between
Most of the
ears.
time when the
The
language
middle
is being
brother,
spoken,
Victor,
it's
had
not
just
being
walked in.
translated.
He was a local
And so if you
politician.
know Portuguese,
Guy
you'll
was
understand
smoother
what
than
they're
an oil
saying, but if
slick
you
on an
don't,
iceberg, and about
none
as
of it's really
toxic. The
important
rest of the
anyway,
crowd, I
so
didn't know.
don't worry
But
about
I
it.
could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Party over, my friend. Party's over. Okay, so we got a bunch of bad guys coming in, ruining the party, and it looks like, from what I remember, they are taking the host and hostess of the actual party. So, so his name is Passos.
Things had gone from fine to fucked
So
up in
Passos
about
is a
second.
badass too,
Now there were two idiots at the wheel.
and we'll see how good of a friend he is throughout the game.
Got this floor?
Sure.
Look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own.
Okay, so
safety I
Passos
was
moves on,
concerned with.
and this is where we
Trophy
start
wife
off
or
the
not.
game. This is the first
I
level.
said I would protect them.
And it's sort of like an integrated tutorial, so you'll see. My bad, buddy. Okay, let's do this. Well, I got you both. Nice. Sick. Okay, so I'm gonna move
That was
around
the
in here
boss
just to
lady.
get a better
Only this
vantage
time
point.
She wasn't calling for more liquor in her cocktail.
See where the hell this place goes. If I remember, we're supposed to go out this way.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
Okay, so yeah, supposed to go out this way. And then, like Max always does, he's a badass. He decides to do something fucking crazy.
It might have been stupidity, drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Jump! Yep, now we've got... Son of a bitch. So we just saved Fabiana.
Tranquila. Tranquila. Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work.
So as you can see on screen, when they're speaking Portuguese, it's not translated to English. It's direct Portuguese subtitles as well. And I'm not sure if the subtitles are on by default, but I like to keep them on because specifically for you guys, since if I'm going to be interrupting what they're saying, you guys can read it on screen.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that
So
no
we
one
saved
else would be
Fabiana,
stupid
and now
enough
we're
to
going to
pull
move
this
on,
move.
and we're going to fight our way to find Mr. Rodrigo Branco, I think that's what they call him again. Oh. I already forgot how to get against cover. So thankfully, on easy, they are very, 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 very easy to kill. On hard,
I had to keep moving.
it's not so nice. And if you're playing this on easy and you're gonna move your way up to hard, you just want to play the game one playthrough. Truth be told, there's
looked like
two
they were
extra
taking him
modes.
out
I
through
think
the
one's called
basement.
hardcore,
Maybe I
one's
still
called
had a
old
shot.
school. From what I understand from doing some research, they are not stackable
Rodrigo was
achievements.
too
So if you
rich a
play
prize for
hardcore
them to throw away.
or old school,
Sure, I'd
you
have
won't
to
get the
work hard to
hardcore
gain
achievement,
back, but I
which
knew the bad
kind of
guys would
sucks.
want the boss alive.
Meaning you have to play the
Almost
game
as much
3
as I
times
did.
to actually get all those achievements. So if you don't understand what softlock means, it means like in Call of Duty when you aim in, your reticle will sort of go to the nearest bad guy, which is great. actually makes playing easier so I can talk to you, whereas
They weren't far
if I was
ahead.
playing on hard it would be
Once I
a
opened
lot
the
more
door,
difficult,
I'd actually have to come up with a plan.
because I'd have to be thinking of what I'm doing, which sucks. And that's when you have it on free aim. When you have it on hard lock, you got a definite lock on anybody, and it stays that way. So hard lock, you aim in, it will stick to an enemy no matter where they move.
The great thing about being famous,
And if you're on soft lock, it will stick to an enemy for a period of time, and if they move too far out or you don't follow them, you'll lose your cursor on them. And then on free aim, it's totally free. You don't have any locking abilities, which essentially really sucks. But there are these really badass sequences like that one you just saw. And I think on the harder difficulties, you don't get a choice. You just play on hard lock.
Rodrigo! Rodrigo! I'm here!
So as you can see there, I did aim at him, but he was running so fast that I wasn't able to keep my aim on him.
Everything is okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Two dudes. Oh! Oh, dude, that was disgusting.
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Come on, get up.
So we just got achievement, fear of losing it. I have no clue what that is, so...
Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Stay right here.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça
Que
local?
porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
Chama uma ambulância!
So like I said, if you don't know any Portuguese, for parts like this, you're going to be left in the dark. And essentially, you could assume what's going on, and if you want to assume what just happened,
Hey, what could be better, huh?
the
good guys
regular
are
police
reunited,
guy who
and
was the
the
guy
Comando
in the
Sombra are
suit was
dead.
basically like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
And the other guy is like, you better shut up, we're doing our job, blah blah blah. Like you said, they're not the UFE, but it's complicated. It's a thing with militia versus cops versus. It's fucked up. But thankfully, your buddy Pesos here will tell you what's going on.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
So as you guys can see, and like
with
I said
that, I
earlier,
guess I was
he
ready for
drinks a fuck ton. Look at me, I'm drunk, wallowing in my own sorrows, because I can't save anybody's life. Hopefully I've earned your like on this video, and if you want to see more content, on the left there I have my indie showcase of Blocks That Matter, and on the right I have a new update video where I go over the changes I'm making to the channel to make it different, something different from all the other ones. And if you want to stay updated on all the content I post, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.